Hey guys, Chris Haskins with the realestateroundup.com. This is going to be another flip tip for you today to help you with your real estate investing career. My goal and what we created this for is to give you comprehensive information to help you with your next real estate acquisition or your first real estate acquisition, wherever you may be. I want to thank my boy Calvin for hanging out with me today. Thank you, brother.
You're welcome, Chris.
Yes, sir. Today, I'm shivering inside because so much great information I want to bring to you today. Before I get there, this video is dedicated to Randall. Uncle Randall just passed away. R.I.P. Uncle Randall. God bless you and your family. We're truly going to miss you. Passed away over the weekend, and we're just going to push even that much harder to bring information and help out our community in your name, brother. God bless you. God bless your family. Okay, today we want to talk about the difference between investing and being an investor. Are you investing or are you an investor? Big difference, big paradigm change in your life. I want to have a paradigm change the way you look at this thing. And I want to quote a book that I read called Influence, The Psychology of Persuasion by Robert Cialdini. It's an unbelievable book. It's two scenes I want to bring to you. He talks about a gentleman that's in the subway, and the gentleman has his 3 kids with him, and they're in the subway, riding the subway. Just picture this. And the 3 kids are just jumping off the chairs, banging on the walls, fighting each other. They're just uncontrollable, right? He can't control them. They're going crazy, screaming at each other. They're being very bad in public, and everybody's looking at him, the father. They're like, man, what is this guy? What is this guy doing? Can't control his kids. You know, typical thing when you go out in public, you see bad kids, you say, first thing you say, what's going on with that kid at home? I feel the same way. When I'm out with my kids are cutting up. I'm like, Lord, I know people are looking at me thinking I'm a bad parent. You know, they're thinking I don't know how to be a parent. But in this particular case, the kids were going crazy, jumping around, messing with people. They were actually pushing on people, pushing on themselves and pushing on different people. And so somebody finally comes up to the father and goes, hey man, would you mind getting your kids? And the father tells the guy, he goes, you know, before I get to that. So the attitude of this whole train car thinks that the man can't control his kids. So everybody's looking at him as a bad father. But when he gets approached by another gentleman on the train and he goes, why can't you, what's going on with your kids? Can you control your kids? And the father just sitting there like, you know, we just got news that their mother just died, and I really don't quite know what I'm gonna do. So that one statement changes the paradigm shift of being a bad father as to being someone that wants to maybe console this father, right? So now they're not even looking at him as he's a bad father. They're looking at him as feeling sorry for him, because they understand why his kids are acting that way. So the reason why the kids are going crazy is because their mother just died. So now the people in the subway car are consoling him, and they're trying to help him with the kids, as opposed to pointing the finger at him like, look, you bad father. So the paradigm shift changes when we find out reason why. What is the reason why are you getting into the real estate business? Are you investing or an investor? Just happened to me the same thing. My children, they hate getting up in the mornings. I wake them up in the mornings. I have to literally drag them out of the beds, shake them, get them awake, go to the bathroom, brush your teeth, get dressed, pack your book bag. This is an everyday struggle for me, and I can't stand it. But this past Friday, I woke them up, and I didn't even do this on purpose. This happened to me by an accident, y'all. An accident, y'all. I found out how big this reason why is. That's why I want to know what your reason why is. When I woke up my baby girl, I said, you know, today, if y'all get up and do everything right, we're gonna go to Chick-fil-A. Their faces did like this, out of a dead comatose sleep. They woke up. Chick-fil-A. I didn't have to do anything, y'all. I didn't have to do anything. They were up, teeth brushed, clothes on, shoes on and socks, book bag packed, lunch packed in the book bag, standing at the front door at 6:45 a.m. 6:45 a.m. And then we usually don't even have to leave the house until until 8 o'clock. I get up at 6. I woke them up around 6:30. 15 minutes, they were ready to go. Unbelievable. The reason why we were getting Chick-fil-A. It's just unbelievable to me how you can get up in the morning, depending on why you're getting up in the mornings will determine how you feel when you get up. Okay, so I hope that paradigm shift can help you a little bit. Investing. What is the definition of an investor? I'm going to paraphrase it from my boy Mike Cheatwood. RIP Michael Cheatwood used to be the president of TRIG, the Tidewater Real Estate Investors Group. Mike Cheatwood bestowed some knowledge on me before he passed away. It's been over 10 years now. RIP Mike. He said, Chris, are you investing or are you an investor? Are you investing or are you an investor? I'm like, Mike, I don't know. What the hell's the difference? Investors put money in. I'm sorry, please. Investing. If you are investing, you're putting money in. You might get a small return from here and there sometimes, so to speak. But if you're investing, you're putting money in constantly. What do I mean by that? If you own a business that you always have to support with your own income, if you own real estate that you have to constantly put money in order for it to float, you are, my friend, investing. You are not an investor, okay? What is the difference between investing and an investor? I'm glad you asked, because when I started out, I was investing like a dummy. I started out with rental properties back in 2004. Why? Because I thought that was the way to go. I thought I could buy one house, make $100, and eventually I'd buy 10 houses, make $100 each, and make $1,000 a month cash flow. Talk about a losing strategy, y'all. A losing strategy, guys. You do not want to do that. I learned that by some guys that are now in jail. So we got to make sure you know who you're listening to. But Mike Cheatwood broke it down to me like this. If you're investing, you're putting money in. Over time, if you own a rental property, you may have negative cash flow. You may be losing money because you're constantly keeping that note paid or doing repairs. Or you might have, actually, the mortgage payment might be more than the rent. Can you believe that was a strategy that people were teaching back in 2004? Can you believe that? 2004, let me tell you real quick, 2004, the strategy was buy a house today, lose money every month for 2 years, and then sell it for $30,000 more. Can you imagine? Let me repeat that. Buy a house today, lose money every month. That's what I was doing. $200 a month, I figured, hey, I'd sell it in 2 years because people were buying houses for 100, 130, 140,000, and then in 3 years, 2 years, maybe sometimes 1 year, selling them for $50,000 more. I have been there. I have done it. Losing strategy, y'all. Doesn't work. Doesn't work in the real world out there where the bullets are flying and the arrows are coming at you every day. That's the real world. It doesn't work like that. So you cannot lose money every day. What do investors do? Number one, we make money when we buy. We make money on the buy. A real investor, they make money when they buy the house, okay? A real entrepreneur / investor makes money when he buys the business. You're gonna say, how the hell does he do that? We might borrow just a little bit more when we buy that house for our pockets. Say if we have a house that we're buying for $60,000, we may borrow $65,000 and hold on to that $5,000 for expenses, do whatever we want to, or we may put a little bit of it into the house. So investors, what do? We make money when we buy the asset, okay? Let me change the way this looks. Investors make money when we buy. You see that, bro, Calvin? Investors, don't forget, I'm giving a footnote here. This is from Mike Cheatwood. I didn't create this stuff. I just was blessed to be able to hang out with the guy before he died. Investors, we make money on the buy. If you're not making money on the buy, you might not be a real investor. Number two, investors make money while we are holding the property. We make money while we're holding the property. So we make money when we buy it. we make money and while we are holding onto the asset. How can you do that? We do that by our monthly rents. We make money monthly from the monthly rents that come in. Now, we don't do repairs to rental properties. We do not do repairs to rental properties. This is not the training for that, which I'm going to do one for you later on that. But we don't have to deal with repairs, but we make money on the hold. So we make money when we buy and we make money when we hold. The third way investors make money, we make money on the sale. Do that. We make money on the sale when we sell it. All right. So investors make money on the buy, on the hold, and on the sale. I guess you could call it on the whichever one, doesn't matter to me. When you sell, because we're not going to give them a sale. Okay, so being an investor, you make money not only when you sell the asset, that's where you make the big chunk. That's where you're going to recoup all of the equity that you actually, how do you call it? You don't make the money on the, that you realize, you're going to realize the money that you built in from the negotiation when you bought the asset below market value. So every time we buy a property, we buy it below market value. So when we sell it, we are realizing our profit. All right. So ask yourself, I hope this can be a paradigm shift for you, which it was for me. Are you investing? Are you always doing this? Are you always putting money out on the asset? Or are you an investor? Are you making money when you buy it, when you hold it, and when you sell it? So that's your training for today, guys. Now it's very distinct, very cut and dry which one you are. Because if you're anything like me, I started out rental property, losing money. I was losing probably $1,000 a month for years because I had vacancies and repairs. And I just did this business all wrong until I got educated. I stopped doing repairs. I stopped guaranteeing debt, stopped putting assets in my name. None of that crap matters if you do it the right way. Oh yeah, one last thing. Make sure to subscribe to our channel below. Go down below. Subscribe. We're trying to get to 10,000 subscribers within the next 30 days. Talk to you soon.